Alright, I've got half my dough, and I'm going to start off by rolling that out to probably about 1/8 of an inch or so. Got some of my extra flour over here, and then some at the end there for dusting it once it gets cut. I've also got some water and a chef's knife. The water can have a couple of different functions. You see it tearing on the sides when you pass it through the roller. You want to fold it over a time or two and use that water to have it stick together, and that's going to help to develop more gluten. And then it's also going to help for the to get the dough started in the rollers. I'm going to start on the thickest setting, which is number 7 on this one. They tend to vary, but usually the wider settings will be the higher numbers and you'll go down. Alright, so you see how we got that tearing on the outside? So I'm going to pass it through at least one more time, but then I will be folding it over at least once to develop a bit more gluten. A few little holes in there as well. A little bit of water, not too much, just enough to just make it a little tacky. And take your rolling pin, just gently, not really squeezing it, just kind of bring them together. And I'm going to get all the way back up. In some places we'll routinely fold it over several times just to help to develop more gluten. This one, we stop on number 5. Getting a lot less tearing now on the sides, not getting any holes in the middle. Okay, go one more. It's going to get a little longer than I want the final noodles to be, so I'm going to cut it in half. So I'm taking this to number 4. Okay, just able to see some light through there. Bring it over to the cutter, into the fettuccine cutter. It's the one I'd recommend starting with until you've had a bit of practice. Okay. Alright, and then as soon as you've got it through the roller, you want to get it tossed in the flour, and that's going to help those sticky edges, the sticky cut edges, not to stick together. And then once you get all of those passed through, well, this first half, I'll get that other one passed through on number 4 and then cut, and I'll stick this in the fridge and uncovered, and that's going to help the noodles to dry out a little bit, and it's also going to help them to start sticking together.